Amanda, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the African National Congress, members of the ANC National Executive Committee, leaders of the ANC Women's League, Veterans League, and the Youth League, comrades and friends, fellow South Africans, on behalf of Prosperity Party, allow me to extend warmest greetings from the Ethiopian people to the people of South Africa. On this occasion of the 180th anniversary celebration of the African National Congress. I would also like to mention how I am privileged to be in this historic and beautiful diamond city of Kimberley. The ANC was built over decades through blood and sweat, successive generation of South Africans dedicated to the cause of freedom and dignity. Today is a day to pay tribute to the fallen, and the day to give thanks for their sacrifice in the service of their beloved nation. We, Ethiopians, always cherish and look with utmost admiration the great heroism of South African men and women in their successful struggle to end apartheid. ANC today is a result of this unbroken chain of proud men and women who served their nation with honor, who fought the system of repression that was so abhorrent to the human spirit, and who suffered so that we might know freedom and dignity. On this occasion, we salute our freedom fighters such as Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, Oliver Tambo, Chris Hani, Ahmed Katarada, and many others who dedicated their lives to the struggle for the better South Africa and a better world. We also salute the current leaders and President Ramaphosa for keeping strong the democratic and progressive vision that Madiba introduced. I have no doubt, under the leadership of ANC, South Africa will continue to be a more equitable, wealthier, healthier, and a more tolerant and hopeful nation that inspires the rest of Africa. Comrade President, comrades and friends, fellow South Africans, the friendship between the people of Ethiopia and South Africa goes back decades before the establishment of formal diplomatic relations of the two countries. The people of Ethiopia and South Africa share a long history of strong bonds. Thousands of Ethiopians live in South Africa and consider it home. We are grateful for your hospitality. We are grateful for the opening your doors and hearts in the spirit of African solidarity. In Ethiopia, my administration is also building a nation that is open to new ideas, talents, and markets. One that is also open to trade, because we know free movement of people and goods makes a modern economy run. Fellow South Africans will also remember that regardless of their differing political orientation at home and abroad, all successive Ethiopian governments have firmly supported the just cause of the people of South Africa for freedom and equality. In 1962, Nelson Mandela traveled to Ethiopia for 3 months of military training with an Ethiopian passport under the name of David Motsamai. In his autobiography, Madiba speaks fondly about Ethiopia as a country that inspired him to continue his struggle against apartheid. He said, and I quote, "Ethiopia always has a special place in my imagination, and the prospect of visiting Ethiopia attracted me more strongly than a trip to France, England, and America combined. I felt I would be visiting my own genesis and unearthing the roots of what made me an African." Inasmuch as the inspiration that Madiba had drawn from his time in Ethiopia, we Ethiopians too have continued to be inspired by Madiba's thoughts and vision of dedicated service to humanity. His immense contribution and exemplary leadership towards the promotion of the culture of peace, tolerance, inclusiveness, and forgiveness is also a vision close to our heart. Indeed, we will always remember Madiba for his enduring values of peace and reconciliation, and his dedication and long work to freedom and justice and equal opportunity. His moral leadership, his decision to transfer power to the next generation the moment he felt his job is done, an act that is so rare in political leadership, is an abiding inspiration to current African leaders in a position of authority. The building in which Madiba was housed while undergoing his military training in Ethiopia is still standing, but far from the manner that represents the great history it witnessed. Let me seize this opportunity, Comrade President, to call upon our two countries' cooperation into developing this historic place into a site that is reflective of the legacy of Madiba and symbolic of the long-standing relations between our two countries and people. Comrade President, comrades and friends, fellow South Africans, today is one of those moments that compels us to reflect on the legacies of the past and the long history that exists between our two nations. I would like to note with satisfaction that the value of freedom, equality, and prosperity that held us together during the heroic struggle to uproot apartheid have served us as a strong foundation for the current excellent relations we have successfully established. Our relationship is based on mutual trust and confidence. It is a relationship informed by our shared vision to advance the progress and prosperity of our people and our continent as a whole. Despite the excellent achievements that we have registered, however, I'm sure comrades will agree that much remains to be done. We in Ethiopia are undergoing a comprehensive and significant reform process. We have also completed the task of bringing together almost all members of the ruling coalition EPRDF and the affiliated parties into a single national party called Prosperity. We are keen to establish a structured platform to share views and experiences with ANC. It's imperative that we enhance the level of our party-to-party relation further towards more substantive and fruitful collaboration between our two governments and towards the realization of prosperous, peaceful, and integrated Africa as envisioned in the Africa Union Agenda 2063. Let me use this opportunity to express my commitment that my party will continue to closely work with the ANC in the spirit of Pan-Africanism to the benefit of the peoples of both countries, and through our joint continental leadership to the benefit of Africa and beyond. I wish His Excellency Comrade President Cyril Ramaphosa every success as he endeavors to move the ANC into the next stage. Long live the friendship between the people of South Africa and Ethiopia. I thank you very much.